there's a really specific message coming through. I feel like you have been feeling so out of place in this season of your life, or specifically, this is gonna find those that have always felt out of place or different and never grounded in your body. You always felt out of touch with yourself, or you were led unconsciously by your fears, and you weren't truly living through love for a long time. And I feel like the version of you that you are now is everything that your inner child needed. You truly stepped into the most rooted, authentic version of you. And I feel like if you're here, you have many, many rebirths in this life. Just when you think you reached your peak, there's another layer unraveled. There's another aspect of you that's unlocked. Whoever you are, you have a very strong connection to angels, to the 5D. You may have really strong intuitive abilities that you've been unlocking. You've been tapping back into your source energy. I feel like there were seasons of your life where you didn't have a sense of direction or a sense of groundedness because you didn't know the value that you held. I feel like you've always been such a light, but your life path specifically almost entailed you being a lesser version of yourself. You were brought into this world as a pure energy that was so connected to source, and then life got their hands on you, right? And this is a journey for you that you've been on you've had a deep longing for home. You've had a deep journey to discover what truly fulfills you. And I feel like everything that calls your attention, you realize is not for you. Not everything that is sent your way is for you. So there's this rootedness and discernment that you have, I want to say, recently really started to listen in on your deepest heart's desires. And I feel like you're moving slowly. You're trusting your body more right now. I feel like you've been very divinely protected and divinely guided by your ancestors. Your ancestors are pulling strings for you. Your source energy is so activated. And I just feel like there's an uprootedness in your life that's taking place. Things may be moving really slow right now, but this is very divinely timed for you. Exactly where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be. And it may be a really prosperous energy you're in. Of course, you have your moments of being a little bit distracted or a little disconnected, but I'm almost getting you bounce back every time. You've learned to transmute that energy, transmute that doubt. You're given the time and space to listen to yourself. You've been gifted this reality right now, and it may not feel like it's a gift all the time because you may be really used to things happening really fast, but it wasn't truly fulfillment. It was just things that came in to distract you from yourself. Yeah. And I feel like you're very veiled right now energetically. A lot of things can't happen right now because you're put into a position where you need to either rest, meditate. I'm getting past people too may feel like you're shutting them out, and they may not take your silence in a good way. You know, it may be attacking their ego. Is really specific. It's a specific energy. But I feel like you're still on your path. You're still making yourself available for what serves you. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Ooh, you trust your soul. You trust your journey right now. I feel like you've been really prayed up recently and just really tapped into your heart space. And you know, like, you can rise beyond any limitations that you come across. You can use your resources to lead you, to guide you. And I feel like you've been really receptive towards support and help. In whatever ways you're showing up for yourself, it's being really, really loud. You're encompassing a divine feminine energy right now. And it's not gender specific. I feel like you know what is in store for you, and you have this very strong intuition and these feelings for a reason. And I feel like you're finally starting to honor those feelings. And you're starting to put things into perspective from a higher place, from a more abundant mentality rather than a lack mentality. I feel like you're fulfilling your inner child a lot right now. What's coming through is a nurturing energy. You're in a space of deep renewal right now. You may have really been used to putting your needs on the back burner, and you may be uncomfortable at times with just how much you see things differently. It's almost like you're incredibly self-aware. And I feel like you've been more sensitive to your emotions lately. You've been more inclined to be more selective with your time and energy, and you may be feeling guided to be more in solitude, but you're trusting your intuition, and that is the main message that's coming through for you right now, is that you trust your intuition more than you ever have. And I feel like you're having so many epiphanies about your path. You may be feeling guided to have more of a connection with spirituality. Yeah, that's really specific. A connection with, you know, esoteric knowledge. You may be really deep diving into the laws of manifestation work. And I feel like everything you do is just so abundant. It's so clear that you have rooted yourself back into your body. Whoa, from feeling like so out of place, you have made home within your body, within your soul. Yeah, the Tower and the Nine of Swords. Your journey is not meant to be hard. And I feel like I'm getting a specific energy. You may have resisted change for a long time, and you may have resisted your desired reality. You desired change, but you didn't know how to take action, or you didn't know what path to take in the past. And I feel like slowly but surely you've been recognizing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and there's deep karmic lessons being transmuted into your path, into your higher calling. It's like you're transmuting the lower frequencies. You're transmuting the doubts and the disconnecting energy of surrounding your path. You're like squashing these belief systems, and I feel like it hasn't been easy for you. It hasn't been the easiest journey, and I feel like you've been really leaning more into a space of radical self-love and acceptance, and allowing yourself to be more compassionate with yourself and less inclined to judge yourself for where you are and where you think you should, where your mind thinks you should be, as well as what's coming through, where you think you should be. You may have felt like you were comparing your journey, or felt like you aren't doing enough or aren't being more. There's something about your expectations on yourself have been illuminated. The illusion of unworthiness is really specific. I feel like you're a wounded warrior, and you've had seasons of your life where it's been very difficult for you to acknowledge your divine birthrights for your inheritance, your inherited prosperous energy. And you were never meant to carry these wounds into the season of your life, or it's not meant to be always about healing yourself either. It's not always supposed to be perfect, and you may also be in a space of reflecting that you can be your most erotic, beautiful, multi-dimensional badass self. You're free to take up space. Yeah. There's some levels to this shit. I feel like you're finding your voice. You're becoming the most support system in your life. You've become your own mother, your own father to yourself. Wow. And you know that you're meant to create a leisurely life. You're meant to be in a space of flow. You're meant to protect and guide yourself. Without putting yourself in a position where you overexert so much energy. Like, there's something that's happening for you, right? There's some things that you don't really see right now. And it's because you're meant to just be chilling. You're not meant to be chasing the outcome, or you're kind of just meant to be in this soft, surrendered space within yourself where you don't know the outcome of everything, but you know in your body what you have control over, right? You know that you have control over how you feel in every moment. You have control over what you choose to do with what you're given. And so this is a big shift in your perspective right now, and there's an invitation to surrender the need to know everything as well. Because the answers that you seek are within you, right? And so I'm getting, if you're waiting for the next thing, or you're waiting for confirmation to do something, or you're holding yourself back from taking action on some things, or you're holding yourself in a space of protection out of fear, you're definitely being tested right now. Your faith is being tested, but you're being initiated in this space as well. There's always some sort of awakening that you have, even in the stillness, is what I'm getting. Even within the stillness in your mind and in your body, or even if your mind is overthinking and you're not doing much, you're not acting on your desires, there's still healing in that, right? It's all about your perspective, and I feel like you're closing the cycle in your life of a lack mentality, and you're entering this energy of prosperity and abundance, and it's being woven into your everyday life. It's being integrated slowly but surely, and you're just here for the journey, and it's so beautiful. And if this reached you to this point in the message, you are so divine and protected in this lifetime, and you have so many magical experiences that you're going to endeavor on, and life is just going to keep getting better for you. I feel it. You can expect good things because you deserve it. You deserve the rest, you deserve the stillness, and you deserve to be your fullest self. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next reading. I love you guys, and if you have any questions regarding my personal spiritual service offerings, all of that is going to be available, and you can book a reading with me, a candle magic offering. I also have membership readings also available, and if you feel guided to check that out, I will be more than happy to provide my gifts with you guys, because that's what I love to do. Thank you for your support and listening. Bye.